Good afternoon. Welcome to Big Al's Eats. What I'm going to do today is take you through the process where I cold smoke grits. These are the best things in the world, and I use these quick grits, 5-minute grits. They work great. Cold smoking grits. And I'm also going to cold smoke some salt. Right here I have the kosher salt, and I have this sea salt. It's really coarse ground. This is a salt where you need a grinder to grind it up. But and I have some smoked salt right here that I've already done several months back. It keeps well. You open the lid, smell it. Oh, it's just a wonderful hickory smell. I love it. So what I'm going to do now is take you through the process. It's real simple. The grits, I will smoke those for approximately 1.5 hours. And what I'm going to do about every 30 minutes, I'm going to do this on this green egg over here. About every half hour, I'm going to stir the grits. That way the smoke can get around and get on all the grits and all that. But the salt itself, it takes several hours. So probably a minimum of 5 hours is what I'm going to do on the smoked salt. So what I'm going to do now, I've got a smoke generator from Pit Boss. You can use anything you like. If you don't have one of these, you can, if you've got an old pie pan, you can put wood chips in it and use a pie pan or an old cast iron skillet. But I'm just using some hickory pellets here. This just happens to be the Pit Boss brand. And I think I picked those up at Walmart, for $8 or $9. I'm not sure. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the process of exactly how I do it. And y'all stick around. We'll be back in a minute. And I'm going to get this lit. And we're going to get to smoking. Like I was saying, you can use anything to smoke them with. And these are those pellets. These are designed for those pellet grills. So, and you can actually, you don't have to have a green egg. If you've got a gas grill, any type of grill you've got, those kettle grills, it doesn't matter because you're not going to be using any heat. The only heat is going to be coming from these wood pellets. And these are going to, inside this cooker, this green egg, those pellets will burn about 75 or 80 degrees. It's a cold smoke. So let's get it lit and get this thing going. I use a little propane torch, a little kit like this for lighting, and you just stick it in the top here and just get it going to where it really smokes. It'll take about 1.5 minutes or so to get this going like it should, and it starts smoking right away, and you get that hickory smell. It's wonderful. Okay, we've got the smoke generator going. You just want to let it burn on its own for a few minutes until they get really lit, and then you want to just blow that flame out. And the kosher salt has a cute little spout there, but I don't use that. I just rip the top open and pour it all into this pie pan. And we're going to do all of that. And now I'll take this, and I started to rip the top off of it. Put all this coarse salt in there. We're going to do it all. It's really piled up in there, so like I say, about every 30 minutes, we're going to do a little stir on it where the smoke can get to all of it. Okay, this is about ready, so I'm going to blow this flame out, and I'm just going to lay it down in the bottom of this green egg. And you can see it's really going to do some smoking. And I've got a grate. I'm going to put this grate right on top and put these pans on here. Put the coarse salt back there, kosher salt there. And now I've got a bigger pan for the grits. So let's just go ahead and open this package and put these grits in. I don't know that I'll do all of these. I'm going to pour probably 3/4 of this is what I'm going to use. I used, yeah, about 3/4 of that container full. I think I'll put a little bit more in there. It can take a little more. If I had a larger pan, I would probably do the whole 5 pounds. So, and there's the grits. So what you want to do is just put those in there, and we're ready to go. All you got to do is just shut the lid down and let it go. Like I say, I'm going to come back in about 30 minutes and stir all of the items on there. So stick around, we'll be back shortly. These grits have been on a half hour already. You see it's smoking real nice. I'm going to raise the lid up and I'm going to give it a little stir. Looking good. You can tell the difference in the color whenever you stir these grits. It's already getting a brown color on the top, and that's the reason I stir it. You know, just keep it stirred about every 30 minutes. Get this stuff stirred. Like I say, probably about an hour and a half on the grits, and with the salt, it's going to take at least 5 hours. Again, like I say, whenever you stir it, you can tell the difference in the color. It really enhances all the food that you put it on. And if you've never had smoked grits, it is some more kind of good. Just a completely different flavor. And it makes me not want to eat just plain grits anymore. So put it back to bed for another half hour and I'll be back to give it another stir. Okay, another half hour has passed. I'm going to stir these grits and the salt once again, and we'll do a close-up this time, and I'll show you how the color changes whenever you stir it. Lots of smoke in there. This is a coal smoke. There's really no heat in here at all. So check these grits out. They look like normal grits, but watch when I stir. You can see them turn a little bit lighter color. That just lets you know that the smoke is getting infused into the grits. I just want to stir them all around real good and spread it back out. And I'll do the same thing with the salt. You can see how it changes color there. It's getting smoky. These grits should be done in about 45 more minutes, I'm guessing. But like I say, every half hour I come out and give it a little stir. Make sure that you get the smoke on all the grits and all the salt. And again, like I say, it takes several hours for the salt to become as smoky as you would like. So the grits will be ready shortly. Smoke on the salt will take a little longer. We'll be back in about 30 minutes. Okay, I think we're about ready to take these smoked grits off. I've done a little fast forward through this, and I've actually stirred them a couple more times and didn't show it. But the grits have been on about 2.5 hours now, and I'm going to check them one more time. I believe they're ready. So let's open it up and let the smoke clear just a little bit. Let me just move. These are the grits here. Let's move them over here. And we can let this down for a minute. Just want to check this out. And when I'm stirring now, they're not changing colors. If you remember back at a couple of videos ago, whenever I would stir, they would actually turn a little bit whiter color. But now when I stir, they're staying that brown, real light brown color. So that's telling me that these grits have smoked all they're going to smoke. We've got the smoke in them like we need. So I'm just going to let them sit there a minute. I'm going to wrap this up and just store it inside the house in there. And we're going to let these pans here go a little while longer. This is the kosher salt right here, and it's doing real well. It's getting close also. Like I said, I'm going to let that go about an hour, and this is that coarse sea salt, and I think this is real close too. This sea salt is actually probably further along than the kosher salt, but it's looking good. So I think about another 45 minutes, another hour, and we'll be fine there. So I'm gonna put this back on, shut it down, let it smoke about another hour, and I think we've got an excellent product with these smoked grits. I just wish you had smell-o-vision. It is smelling good out here, and these grits are ready to go. Quick grits, y'all. You can use any type of grits that you like. They've got real grits that take a while to cook. Stone ground grits. They got white grits, yellow grits, whatever you like. I like doing the quick grits because when I'm doing my live videos over at Big Al's Eats, I'm going to cook breakfast outside on the Blackstone griddle, and I want these grits to cook in 3 or 4 minutes, and that's what we do. That's the only way to go if you want to do something quick like that. And like I say, use what you like. Use the grits that you like. So we'll be back in about an hour, and we'll take up the smoked salt. Okay, folks, we finally got this wound up. The smoked salt is ready. Let's open it up and take a peek. It's still smoking really good. The salt has been on for 5 hours, maybe just a little over 5 hours. Well, let's take it off and we'll set it right here. Let's shut this back down. And when you stir it, you can see that it still remains the same color. It's not actually turning the lighter color like it did to start with. So this is done. It's ready to be packaged and used. You can use it immediately. And just a reminder that I used hickory pellets to smoke this with. And I used one of those little smoke generators. You saw that in the first of the video. And you can use any type pellet you like, whatever you have on hand, whatever you want to try. So go out and give it a try. I promise you will like the smoked salt and those smoked grits. They are a game changer. So for Big Al's Eats, y'all, for you people on YouTube, go over to Facebook and check out my cooking page, Big Al's Eats, on Facebook. And I also have the YouTube channel, Big Al's Eats on YouTube. Give us a like and a share, and leave me a comment, if you will, on these smoked grits and the smoked salt. From Big Al's Eats, y'all have a nice day, and check out some of the other videos on Big Al's Eats. Thank you, and have a good day.